A Virginia man gets 18 months for burning a cross in a black family's lawn. This is now. I'm not talking about the 60s, okay? Ironically, his name is James Brown. Let's put up a picture of James Brown. All right? James Brown, 41 years of age, pleaded guilty in April to criminal interference with federally protected housing rights based on the victim's race, all right? The day before Brown burned the cross in his neighbor's yard on June 14th of last year, one of the neighbor's family members organized a civil rights protest the day before. That's legal to do. Protest is American. According to prosecutors, Brown admitted to burning the cross to 2 witnesses. He was also known to use racial slurs when referring to his neighbors who are black. When police searched Brown's home after the incident, get this, they found shirts, staples, a staple gun, and tiki fuel. Yep, tiki fuel. The fuel is believed to have been used as an accelerant. The shirts were similar to shirts used to assemble the cross. The burn barrel and cross were last known to be obtained by the Marion Police Department, which assisted in the investigation. Let's put up the picture again of this racist terrorist. Now, he has not been charged with terrorism. He is receiving 18 months for burning this cross on the family's lawn. We need new laws for these types of crimes, okay? And the penalty needs to be stiffer. According to the prosecutor, they wanted to send a clear message to others about doing things like this. Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, not clear enough. Not clear enough. 18 months? Nope, not clear enough. What is 18 months? 18 months is routinely a bad misdemeanor, okay? Not enough. Usually on a misdemeanor, you get a year. On real bad misdemeanors, you may get 2. He gets 18 months. Francesca, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, it's astounding how little that is for the hatiest of the hate crimes. You want to look hate crime up in the dictionary? That's the hate crime, right? It's a literal burning cross, KKK stuff here, obviously. So 18 months is ridiculous, but it doesn't surprise me. What does surprise me is that this was his neighbor, which is again, and look, your show is basically like looking at the brink to which so many, especially white Americans, are teetering because they've been convinced that somehow their lot in life is not as good as black Americans. I mean, and you see this is someone's neighbor. They're not speaking to their neighbor. This is a family that is part of their community. And that's just insane to me. Look, I don't talk to my neighbors either. I just quietly judge them through the blinds. But look,
like everybody else.
Like everybody else, like every normal person, but I am not going to threaten them, right? And obviously not for their race or ethnicity or religion. So I don't know. I don't know at this point. I'm like, I think that given our history, look, there's crimes such like that in a place like Germany, right? After the Holocaust, in the wake of Nazism, are punished with far more than 18 months, right? Because they understand what that means. But this country never really had a reckoning with the Jim Crow South, with slavery, right? We've never finished the Reconstruction. If we had, then acts like that would be taken and should be taken, 20 times as seriously.
Yeah. And listen, these individuals are not charged to the fullest extent of the law. Now remember, this guy who's a terrorist in my book, James Brown, that's so unfortunate that's his name. Right. He was convicted of interference with federally protected housing based on the victim's race, okay? That is the law that they use, that's the statute. However, the man burned a cross. That's arson. You can say felony arson. The man criminally trespassed. The man also committed an act of terrorism, in my opinion, because he was seeking a political goal. All right. Now you can also run the sentencing consecutively rather than concurrently to increase the time that the individual spends incarcerated. There are other things you can do if you're really trying to make an example out of people like this, is my point.